Hello and welcome everyone. This is Nitesh Mishra from Federation of Indian Export Organizations, popularly known as FIO, India's apex trade promotion organization. And you are listening to the Voice of Exports, India's first exclusive podcast for EXIM community. On this podcast, we bring top performers from the sector who not only inspire but also reinvigorate among you to become one of them.
Welcome to another episode of Voice of Exports, India's first audio podcast, which is an initiative of FIO and has been started for its member exporters. Today we have in our program Ms. Gazala Memon, who is an entrepreneur and who has been in the field of exports for a number of years now. Welcome, Ms. Gazala Memon. Talking about your company and how it started, please introduce your company.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Myself, Gazala Memon. My company name is Mercury Nexus Global. Actually, it is established with a vision to showcase the quality and the diversity of Indian products to the world market. We are ISO certified 9001-2015 certified company, driven by a goal to creating a brand Indian globally, brand India globally. Our portfolio range across multiple sectors, catering to international market with reliable, high-quality products. What began as a small initiative to connect Indian manufacturers with overseas buyers has today grown into a company exporting diverse products under the trusted buyer.
Okay. Talking about the challenges and issues faced during your course of exports, what kind
Every exporter faces hurdle. It is a compliance with international quality standard, logistics, fluctuating global demand, or navigating traffic, non-traffic barriers, intentionally building trust with international buyer clients, and overcoming documentation certification requirement were the major challenges. But these challenges help us to strengthen our system and learn importance of the adaptability and persistence.
When you talk about the challenges and issues, you have been a woman entrepreneur. What kind of challenges personally you have faced for yourself as a woman entrepreneur in the field of exports?
Actually, I feel like that it is a man-driven field. So it's really difficult to understand people that women are doing the business and
Yes.
they treat us like men only.
Yes. Okay.
So this is the one hurdle we usually face, because once someone send me a RFQ and they ask me for the quotation, they want instant. They forgot that we are a woman. We have different kind of responsibilities.
Okay.
So apart from that, we are doing business, so they have to consider women as a woman entrepreneurs.
Okay.
And seriously, She Trades help us so much on this particular issue.
Yes.
So I really appreciate that platform, She Trades.
Okay. You have been a part of She Trades India Hub.
Yes.
Which is also an initiative of FIO.
FIO,
Please
right.
let us know more about it in detail. How has it helped you, and how has it helped you in overcoming your challenges and issues with regard to the trade and in the field of exports which you are into now?
Actually, FIO, I was introduced to FIO with Industry Interaction and Export Promotion Initiative.
Yeah.
What drew us the FIO was their guidance on the trade policy, market access, documentation, and networking opportunity. Like last month we had on 22nd July in Mumbai, buyer and reverse buyer seller meets.
Okay.
The support has helped us stay updated and export regulation and export new market actually.
The new She Trade India Hub initiative, what do you feel about it as an initiative which has come from FIO's side with the support of International Trade Center and She Trades Hub?
It's really amazing to be a part of She Trade, because it's a male-dominating field, as you know.
Yes.
But it is amazing to know then more than 1,000 females are joined in She Trade, and then I come to know that I am not the only person who is doing the business.
Great.
It is really amazing to find so much beautiful ladies are there.
Okay. When you talk about FIO services, how were you introduced to FIO services and what made you seek us out?
I made FIO with with Mr. Adnan.
Okay.
And Miss Rishi was Miss Rishi.
Okay.
They introduced me with everything.
Yeah.
So
Okay. And then what kind of services did you like about FIO?
buyer and seller meet.
Yes.
But one thing I want to upgrade in FIO that you have to go through and you have to analyze your data, because one thing which I didn't really I was concerned about that last meeting on 22nd July.
Yes.
People was very this misguided
Okay.
toward the buyer and sellers. As
Okay.
I got the buyer of solar system, I was into agro department. So this is not matching. So they have to work on the this particular sector.
Okay. When you talk about the advice which you would like to give to companies similar to you or in general looking at exports, what kind of advice you would like to give to them?
Focus on quality.
Okay.
Ensure all strong documentation.
Okay.
Be patient. Use export bodies like chambers and associates for guidance.
Yeah.
And the most important, you have to be very honest, really very honest.
Okay.
You have to be very honest. You have to speak exactly what you are doing.
Yes.
You have to be very transparent with your buyer.
Okay.
Because the export is the only game of trust. If buyers don't trust on you, nobody will deal with you.
What are the key learnings during your journey of exports, which again you would like to give as a lesson to new budding exporters who want to come to the field of exports? Key learnings.
Key learning is adaptability is survival. If
Okay.
you don't adapt, the global trend is always changing.
Okay.
If you don't adapt, you will not be able to survive. Again, quality builds credibility. If you don't build your brand with quality, you will not be able to survive. Strong networks, because buyer often come with reference and trust building, so you have to be very strong network. And resilience payoff. Every challenges, whatever eventually you face in business process, it will pay off.
Okay. Now talking about the macroeconomic parameters, you may have come across current global trends like tariff wars, India's FTAs with various countries, and the negotiations going on for various other FTAs and BTAs, especially with US. We recently had FTA with UK, which was signed between our Prime Minister and UK's Prime Minister. Then we have trade and several global supply chain disruptions happening. What kind of impact had it on your company and the exports which your company does?
Actually, the global trade environment is volatile.
Yes.
Like tariff or geographical tension or supply chain. This disruption during the pandemic have reshaped the global commerce already.
Okay.
For Indian exporter, this also opened the opportunities, especially in Indian sign new FTA and BTA market, making Indian products more competitive.
Yes.
Our belief is that the maintaining quality and responsive Indian exporter can position themselves as a reliable partner globally despite uncertainties.
Okay. When you talk about the lessons or the key learnings, which I have already talked earlier also, 4 or 5 key learnings or the lessons which you would like to give to new budding exporters, and anything else which you would like to highlight, because this is my last question. You have to answer it in brief.
Yes, sir. Actually, as already discussed, adaptability is survival.
Yes.
If you don't adapt trending, as you know, the world is going through all the trends and everything, you have to adapt accordingly.
Okay.
You have to build good quality product. You have to maintain trust with your buyer.
Okay.
Because trust is the only key in the market. If you your buyer don't trust you, don't even try to think of cheating doing and something like that. Strong network, you have to build a strong network. Talk to everyone, whether they buy it or not buy it, you have to talk to everyone. And then resilience, you have to be patient, you have to work on everything, you have to be committed.
Okay, when you talk about your product, one thing which is related, one more question which is related to your business, and this would be my last question to you. you talked about various kinds of products which your company does. Can you name them and how does it compete with other products from other countries?
Yeah, sure. At Mercury Nexus Global, we carry one mission: to make Indian product a global brand.
Okay.
Challenges will always exist, but with resilience, strong system, and a global outlook, we believe.
What kind of products do you have, Ms. Memon?
We deal in diverse products like engineering goods. We deal in agro. We deal in textile raw material. We also deal in plastic material. We also work on sustainable products. So there are so many products we are dealing. We are dealing in rice.
Has the recent tariff war with US impacted all these products? Because I have come across to know that these products are the main products which have been impacted due to US tariff war.
So I think, as I feel, whatever the tariff is, if the person wants it, see, the product divided in three category. One is your need, one is your desire, one is your use.
Yes.
So when it's come to need, nobody cares about the tax and anything. And the last two category is depend on how much you earn. This is not for the normal category people. In both the sector, tax doesn't matter. Consumer is consumer, they will consume.
Okay. So now you are saying that all these challenges has come as opportunity for you. Thank you very much, Ms. Memon, for being so candid and insightful in your approach and in responding to whatever questions I had for you. Thank you for joining us in this program.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Voice of Exports podcast by FIO aims to provide important information and views on foreign trade, especially on exports, which will help both Indian exporters and importers. Any statements made by an exporter, importer, or an importing company in this podcast as guests reflect the views and opinions of that individual or the company. This podcast does not constitute an endorsement by the FIO of the individual or the company, his or her or its employer or affiliated entity. The specific information or views provided, resources mentioned, or products or services endorsed or offered by that individual or the company, his or her or its employer or affiliated entity. FIO assumes no responsibility for the accuracy, completeness, or timelines of the information provided by the guest or the company in this podcast, or for the decisions made and reliance on any information provided by the guest or the company in this podcast. We thank you for listening to this episode of Voice of Exports podcast service brought to you by the FIO. For more information on how you can start exporting, please visit our website www.fio.org.